Consistently doing compound movements is one of the best things you can do to build up your physique. Compound movements are just exercises that require multiple muscle groups at once. So they're going to fatigue you more than just doing, let's say, a bicep curl or a tricep pushdown. The most popular, or should I say infamous, compound movements are the bench press, squat, and deadlift. Now, one of the most common things you'll always hear, especially when it comes to the squat and deadlift, is people saying, I'd really rather stay away from that because I'm not trying to hurt my back. When in reality, doing these movements correctly can lead to you having a much more stable and strong back. This is actually the reason why I never really took advantage of doing compound movements until really the second year I started lifting. If you don't already know, I've been lifting for somewhat over 2 years now, and one of the best lessons I've learned is the importance of compound movements. The way I would work out my first year lifting was everything you would expect from a newbie lifter. The only compound movement that I was doing was bench press and maybe pull-ups once in a while. But other than that, I was just doing isolation exercises with some pretty bad form and not really good intensity. But obviously, since I was a newbie and I was on a bulk, I still saw gains, like most newbies do. As a person who is somewhat above that level now, I can confidently say to you that taking advantage of compound movements, especially the squat and deadlift, are one of the best ways to fill out your physique. The squat and deadlift are absolutely essential ways if you want to build out your lower body. Many people will tell you that it's not really safe for your back. You shouldn't do that. Don't put that weight on your back. But the examples that they give you of people hurting their backs or hurting their lower bodies are simply just outlier examples of people using bad form, bad weight management, and overall doing things wrong. You can't expect to get good results out of something like a heavy squat or deadlift if you're doing everything wrong. So I really urge you, not necessarily to take advice from me, but take advice from people who are experts on it. There are plenty of YouTubers out there, there's plenty of resources out there that can show you how to squat, deadlift, and bench press, and a whole bunch of other compound movements correctly. I saw the greatest improvement in my overall strength, especially when I started deadlifting. If you don't already know, I only have access to Planet Fitness because that's the one gym nearby me that's like affordable that I can go to. But even there on the Smith machine, deadlifting absolutely blew up my strength in other areas that I never would have expected. Overall, my grip strength got better, my back got a lot stronger, and because my back got stronger, I started squatting better, and because I was using my leg drive when I was deadlifting, it's a compound movement. It helps out multiple muscle groups throughout your body. So you need to go into doing compound movements by just remembering, I need to have good form, I can't go overboard with the weight, don't ego lift, and literally just work on progressing to get better. You're not going to be as strong as these TikTok power lifters on your first day stepping on the deadlift platform. Don't even expect to pull one plate easily, because when I was first pulling one plate with horrible form, on a Smith machine no less, I had horrible soreness, I didn't know what I was doing. But over time, I got better at it because I looked up to people who were doing it better than I was. So I just want you to keep those things in mind whenever next time you go to the gym. Throw in some compound movements into your sets and you will see the results. You will reap the rewards of a much better strength, a lot better core stability. And not to mention, once you get really strong with your compound movements, people start to notice. It's a very good feeling when you start to get people like staring at you when you're putting plate after plate on whatever lift you're doing, but that can wait for when you get better at it. That's all I have for today, guys. See ya.